Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Fran and today I will be talking about external circumstances, the 3D reality, what shows up in your life and whether you should take notice of it or not. Now, most coaches on YouTube will tell you that external circumstances do not matter, that the 3D is just an illusion. And I believe that they are right to a certain extent, but I'll take a different approach so that you can make sense of the inconsistencies between what you affirm on a daily basis and what shows up in your life consistently. So here's why you should pay attention to the 3D, to external circumstances, to your physical reality. Now, it's true. In a sense, it's an illusion because it's a reflection. It reflects the content of your subconscious mind. Now, when I first started applying the law of assumption or attraction or whatever you want to call it, I noticed that no matter how hard, how long, how convincingly I affirmed positive things about my life and about myself, life kept throwing back at me the same old junk. Now, even this is not entirely true. It's just an interpretation of reality that was still influenced by my old familiar self, by my old persona. Things were improving, but I could only focus on what wasn't working, which in turn was amplifying just that. My point is that first of all, there is a time lag between when you start making affirmation and working on your self-concept, and when things shift for the better, as it takes time for our subconscious to accept and integrate the new information. Although we may be rationally affirming, saying, thinking, doing all the right things, our subconscious mind has been programmed with the old stuff for years and years. So it's still stuck on the old program. It takes time, consistency, repetition, patience, and perseverance to continue to affirm in the face of the opposite showing up. Look, it's like when you start exercising. At first, it feels awful. You're out of shape, you're out of breath, your heart is beating into your throat, and if the exercise is strenuous enough, you might even feel nauseous. Your muscles are aching, and your coordination needs work. And at first, you cannot see the results. You're not losing weight, you don't feel any better, you're just tired and hungry. And so you give up and decide that it's not for you. But here's the thing, as you push through that initial barrier and gradually get to and learn to linger just outside of your comfort zone, you gradually get fitter, stronger, more toned, more relaxed, more positive, even happier. Then you start losing weight. But by then, you no longer care about losing the weight and getting in shape. Exercising feels so good as your brain is flooded with dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, and you're basically hooked. So exercise is now your new way of life. You naturally feel like eating healthier foods, and you know that it will give you more energy in the long run. It will release it slowly so that your glycemic index will stabilize and your body won't have to work so hard to produce adrenaline. Although it may seem to you that the change occurred all of a sudden, it was actually gradual and continuous. You just didn't notice it at first, for different reasons. First of all, you were so attached to your old identity that your subconscious struggled to keep up with the external changes. You were so used to seeing yourself as unfit or overweight that although you were consciously telling yourself that you were improving and getting fitter, your subconscious didn't follow suit. You have reinforced the old identity for so long that it is now ingrained. So not only does it take time for the body to start showing improvement, but our subconscious mind is trying with all its might to keep us within our comfort zone. You see, the subconscious sees novelty and change as a threat. It naturally wants to protect you from danger, and in order to do so, it wants you to stay within the familiar territory so you don't run any risks. So in order to keep you within your comfort zone, to protect your ego, your unconscious mind will still project the old image of yourself to your conscious mind. It will tell you all sorts of things so as to bring you back within the safety of your comfort zone. This isn't worth the effort. You're just fooling yourself. Exercise is not for you. You were just born unfit. Being fat is in your genes. Slim people are born like that. Getting fit is hard and it doesn't last, etc., etc. Sounds familiar? So you look in the mirror and you see no results, no changes, and you think that the hard work is not worth the results. You might even get angry at yourself for not being strong enough to stick it out, further reinforcing your low self-concept. You're weak, you can't change no matter how hard you try, you're not meant to look good, and so on and so forth. So when you first start working on your self-concept and affirmations, the same thing happens. You go through a phase in which you put in a lot of hard work, but you cannot see the results. Notice how I didn't say you don't get any results. The results are there. You're gradually getting stronger, fitter, growing strength, endurance, muscle mass, and losing fat. Your heart is getting stronger, and your identity is also gradually, at first almost imperceptibly, changing and adjusting, but you're blind to it. You're so focused on the effort that you cannot perceive the improvement. Instead of focusing on your improvement, you focus on the fatigue or on the muscle soreness. Yet you are changing your metabolism and you are changing your body shape as well as your self-concept. But the change is subtle and you're still too focused on your old self to see how your new self is slowly and gradually emerging. Yet, if you stick it out and train yourself past the comfort zone, if you linger there long enough, you will find that it now has expanded, that you can now move further ahead. You will notice the change as if it had happened all at once, yet it was happening all along. You were just blind to it at first. So this is why you need to persevere in anything you do in life. This is also why you should pay attention to your 3D, but not in the way you usually do. The 3D is important because it tells you where your unconscious mind is at, so that you can work on it and rectify it. It's like a GPS. It has no choice but to tell you how far you are from your desired destination, so that you can adjust your course and take the shortest path to it or towards it. So you can't ignore your current location, because unless you know where you are right now, you won't be able to reach your final destination. Your current location, your current 3D, is what is going to lead you to your desired destination. So it's no use getting angry at the GPS for showing you where you are at the moment, where you currently stand. And it's certainly no use arguing with the GPS that it must be wrong and that you must be right. And believe me, I've actually done this many times, and not in a metaphorical sense either. So the GPS has a view from above. It can see stuff that you cannot see from where you are, such as roadblocks, traffic. And most of all, it's not emotional or forgetful, and it doesn't lose its sense of direction. It will take you where you've programmed it to take you, period. As you move, it will adjust your position relative to your destination. If you go in the wrong direction, it will have no choice but to let you know. So this is why you should take notice of your circumstances. You should use them as a compass to show you where to go and how far you are from your desired outcome. What you shouldn't do is use your current circumstances to beat yourself up and to justify to yourself giving up, or to tell yourself this is just too hard, I'm wasting my time. As they say, if you're going through hell, keep going. Now, encountering resistance, it's a sign that you're getting stronger, that you're pushing through the pain barrier to expand your comfort zone, that you're growing, that you are going in the right direction. See, if you feel lost, if you don't recognize your reality out there, it's because you're going in a new direction. and because you're going towards your final destination. So don't be discouraged by your change blindness. It's just an illusion. You're making progress, but your unconscious is refusing to see it yet. What sets apart the mavericks from the regular Joes and Janes, for the average Joes and Janes, is this stubbornness, this willingness to stay focused on the goal in spite of delays, traffic, roadblocks, traffic lights, diversions, and so on and so forth. You don't need to be in denial. You should take notice of your 3D. Just use it as a navigating tool to get you to where you want to be. And once you relax and let go of the need to control, once you trust the GPS to take you to your desired destination, you can even switch on your cruise control and enjoy the ride, the landscape, the journey. Just take the handbrake off, take a breath, and just surrender and allow the GPS to take you to your final destination. So this is it for today. I hope you have found this content interesting, helpful, and useful. In any case, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, awakened day.